Hello, and welcome to Diary of a Warhammer Noob, the series where I get absolutely thrashed and raped in Warhammer multiplayer for your entertainment and for my instruction, I guess. Well, in this time, me and this adventure I'm having with the dwarves for this week, which is coming to a close, by the way, but we'll see what I play next. But for this week, let's try again. I was playing with the dwarves, and, well, I faced against the greenskins, the Ancestral Grudge. Oh, which means I had to win. I'm just kidding, of course I lost. But anyway, the question is how I went about it. Well, this time, I tried to put in a bit more of a, how shall I say, purpose to my army. Now, how did I do that? Well, for the first time I picked Thorgrim Grudgebearer. The whole idea of this build, which was extremely poorly built by the way, I truly do feel that I can make this better. The whole idea was just buy some dwarves, some basic dwarves, whatever, and then buff them up beyond all reason. That is why I picked the High King, which adds melee attack, a charge bonus, immune psychology, and weapon damage. I picked up this, which adds +8 leadership, and this, which adds +4 leadership, +8 melee attack. So that's +8, and +8 more, that's +16, and +12, that's 16 +12, 28, right? +28 melee attack, which means that these guys go from 22 melee attack to 50. 50! That's a lot, I think. It sounds impressive, so it has to be a lot. Anyway, so yeah, I got those two. I put in the Silverhorn of Vengeance for some reason, which adds 36% charge bonus, and High King adds 8% charge bonus on its own, and weapon damage. And then on this guy, I added the Banner of the Lost Hold, which adds +12% melee damage, and then the Rune of Slowness. A bunch of melee infantry, pretty good melee infantry, some slayers, a couple rangers, and I really wanted a goblobber for some reason. I don't know why, but, well, it ended up this way. Now, I could have made this better, maybe, but I didn't. It's a good idea, though. I truly do feel that it is a good idea, but I don't think the Longbeards are necessary, and I'll have to experiment with this sort of build idea. It's very badly constructed for what it wanted to do, and I ended up paying for it, but I truly do think that there's something there behind this logic, and if I dig a bit further, if I brainstorm a bit more, we could maybe make something incredibly unique. Well, not unique, but incredibly good, hopefully. Let's get on to the battle. This is it, right? Yeah, alright. Now I played against the greenskins, and he brought a shit ton of squeaks, which is fun. His mainline infantry is okay-ish. I'm not really sure that the Savage Orcs are a good idea, because they tend to do poorly against infantry with some armor, which is the only thing the dwarves have, but hey, whatever. He has a bunch of squigs to make up for it. And he has Warzag. And these guys. I don't know why he brought these guys, but whatever. So, before we start... Hold on. Can we pause this? Yeah, alright. This is the deployment is weird. It's really weird. He has the Warlords boys, which I... hang on. Which one are these guys? Are these the Unbreakable guys or the Armor Sundering guys? Hang on. The Armor Sundering guys. Okay. So... he deployed his entire force over here, and I deployed my entire force over here. When I started, I had no idea what was where. So I started moving up, and I'm like, okay, I will end up around in this location and see what I can do. So this is my formation, melee infantry to the front, my heroes right behind it, a goblobber, behind it are the Dragonback Slayers, flanked by the Longbeards with great weapons, Rumbly Guards over there. And I think it's about somewhere around now. Yeah, because I gave an attack order. That I spotted these guys, and I'm like, whoa, he's way to my left flank. And I just immediately started repositioning my dudes. Now, yeah, this is kind of I kind of screw up my orders a bit. I messed things up, but at the end of the day, it didn't really matter because I managed to get back into the proper formation before the battle started, so it's not really a big deal. Maybe I missed a couple of volleys with my Goblobber, but that's not really a problem. Yeah, this is where I realized, wait, where is everybody going? Holy shit. In the meantime, take a look at me dwarves, and look at Thorgrim, man. Look at this guy. The High King of the Dwarves. And his great book of grudges. Which is full, by the way. Anyway, I reform my lines. Throughout the course of this entire battle, up until the very end, where I saw the score screens, I had no idea he had this many squids. I really had no idea. I started seeing Savage Orcs, and I'm like, Savage Orcs? Alright, this will be... Look at this. Look at the melee attack on these dudes. Weapon strength 35 is pretty good, I think. Their leadership's insane. It's over 100. That's the Longbeards, of course. Dwarf Warriors... What? Dwarf Warriors... Ah, the... Oh, Thorgrim is too far away. Thorgrim is too far away in general. Wow, he needs to be closer, doesn't he? Okay, good to know. Wow, that... Oh! Holy shit! Okay, I just figured out the mistake I made and that cost me this battle. Anyway, at least I think that was the mistake. So I see this whole thing just showing up, so I move my guy to do the Wrath and Ruin on these guys because I see the Black Orcs and I'm like, well, this is gonna be a problem. I immediately start shooting at the Savage Orcs with my Rangers, which is the correct call. And these guys are shooting at something. And then I see the Warlord's boys moving into the flanks. These Savage Orcs get wrecked before the fight even starts, and I issue an AI attack order, and the combat begins. Now my infantry is very capable with all the buffs. That's a lot of anti-armor, anti-infantry though. A lot of it. Squigs and Black Orcs. And not only that, he buffs them up with Here We Go, which gives them 58 melee attack. Look at that melee attack. It's disgusting. And my Longbeards get absolutely pummeled. Here he attacked me with Savage Orcs, which do wonderful against Slayers, but I did have the Grumbling Guard. I could have sworn he threw these squigs over there, that's why I threw in the Slayers, but apparently he didn't. Well, he did now, but whatever. All of these itchy nuisance. Oh man, these things really were a pain in the ass. And then he starts shooting and stuff, and then he moves his Goblin Big Boss to engage my Master Engineer, who's standing so far back. Look at the big hammer this guy has, look at that. Boom! I don't know why I expected him to defend himself so well. But I send in my Runesmith, you know, cause why not? My front line just got absolutely thrashed and the Black Orcs charged forward. I try and wrap it up by just dispatching the Stain and Thorgrim and the Runesmith to engage the Black Orcs. I Wrath and Ruined these guys a couple times in this battle. Let's check out this fight. Kill anything without a beard, boys. So yeah, there's a massive hole in my lines over here, which is not very good, but he doesn't have anything to send through it anyway. These Black Orcs have been wrecked by a lot of things, by my heroes mostly. And this is where I lose my Rangers. I pulled them back a bit, but that's not enough. That's one, that's two. He has some squigs that came back. These Goblin Archers are annoying, sure, but whatever. These guys kept firing even after doing melee, which is impressive. And this is where more squigs move in. This fight is a grind. The Grumbling Guard are wrecking people. I won this fight on this flank because he didn't have that strong of a presence here, and I followed up with a bunch of stuff. Man, Warzak must have been expensive. Look at all those abilities we have. Yes. Jesus. I nearly killed Warzak, by the way. Oh, he has him on his board. Come on, man, leave him on foot. Let him dance. Disgraceful. Anyway, this thing is in a bit of a trouble, surrounded by black orcs, but he does have some reinforcements who are just chilling back here and cheering for him, so I guess he's going to be fine. Ironically, he is going to be fine. And this is where the squigs just start wrecking me. Really, really hurt. I should have brought a lot more slayers. I don't know why I didn't, but... well... there were a number of mistakes that will eventually cost me the battle, but anyway, I'm getting too far ahead for myself here. I dealt with the Black Orcs, eventually, and these Goblin Archers, just, I wrath and ruined them for no reason. These Dragonback Slayers are like, this one Slayer just went on a little airplane, and he flew off. And this is where I lose Thorgrim. I can't move him because of the effigy of the Gid, and he gangs up Thorgrim with a bunch of his guys and kills him. Which really helped, but him, not me, but all of his guys here just collapsed, and I have a lot of dwarves here, including a runesmith and a thane, a really badly beaten thane. For the record, by the way, where is it? There he is. This guy fell back and he never came back, and I really wanted him to return. I really did. But I think Thorgrim dying just kept him routed. Kept him routed. I gang up on one of his goblin big bosses, and I think I killed him here. Somebody lands a hit on him. Pretty sure he's dying. No? No, but he shatters. Right, okay. At this point, both of our armies are beaten up. My army has better quality, but his army has much more punching power in the form of these squigs. Look at them hopping about. Look at that. Ain't that just hilarious? Man, I love squigs. Look at them. This is where he charges my line, so let's see this one. No? What's he doing? Oh right, itchy nuisance. And now he charged. And my dwarves went on a little one on the high road. So at this point in the battle, I keep my dwarves in a tightly packed formation, stay together, strengthen numbers and all that. I try and get his Night Goblin Shaman, and he just almost routs. Look at his leadership just evaporate, and then he gets back up. Awesome. He shoots my Thane, my Runesmith, not Thane. Warzak charges in a dangerous move, and at this point of the battle, I stay together at all times. But, well, his squigs are just too strong at this point, and most of my army, look at that, they basically have no hit points, so even those puny archers and those charges, look at that, they wrecked my Longbeards. They really wrecked them. The squigs are really pulling their weight right now. Armor-piercing anti-infantry, exactly what you need in this night of engagement. My Goblobber is still shooting at his archers, but hey, what can you do? I mean, sure, all of his stuff is almost routed, but that's greenskins in general. They almost always are on the edge of routing, so that's nothing new. I really wanted to kill this guy because he was super annoying. Itchy Nuisance was just so... oh my god, he was terrible. So this is where I lose my artillery, and I'm like, alright, everybody needs to stick together at all times. So I need to start hitting him somehow. So I see any infantry in front of me, and I charge it. That's my plan. Try and get this to my favor. by beating up a lot of his stuff. This is where my Thane actually catches this goblin shaman, and look at the damage I do to him. Unfortunately, my Thane dies. He had so little health that the goblin shaman killed him. Disgraceful. In close combat of all things. Holy shit. And this is where Wurzag had a very bright idea, almost, to charge my line. And then I'm like, come at me, bro. Come on. And then he's like, yeah, maybe not. He does his wah, and he throws his goblins and his quick herds in me. In my lines. And man, look at the kills. Look at the damage. 101 melee attack. Sure, their melee defense is 1, but who cares, right? These guys shatter, which is cool. Here we go, it's such a good spell. And he charges back in again. Every time he charged, I was seeing a chance to kill Wurzag, and I kept failing reliably. So the balance bar is equal, so I'm on the hunt for Wurzag, and then I kept seeing this guy, and I'm like, why won't he die? So I chase Wurzag, and then I see that coming back, Black Orcs. I'm like, oh no. Some more of his quigs are gonna come back eventually, and he still has this guy, which is gonna. It's amazing how many winds of magic does he have. Honestly, it's amazing. So my initial plan is to throw these guys in front of the charging Black Orcs, and then follow up with a charge of my own. Now check this out. I'm really proud of this move. I wish I'd have seen it. So he centers Itchy Nuisance on these Longbeards. I see that, and I immediately pull them back, so Itchy Nuisance would not affect these guys. Of course I saw that too late, and then Wurzag charges my Runesmith and kills him. And then my leadership breaks, and everybody runs away. So, I lost, you know, in case it wasn't obvious. But why? The idea was solid, I think, of this list, but in terms of execution, in reality, this guy was far too back to affect the battle with his runes. So these guys were not affected at any point in the battle with his plus 12% weapon damage, and these guys were not affected by his debuff. But he debuffs, I mean, melee damage, and these guys have melee damage is stupid, so I don't know, I even brought this guy. Thorgrim was not effective, because he was way too far back. Same goes for this guy. Well, no, they were in momentarily, and then they were not. I also think I should have brought some more powerful... I should have dropped these folks. Kept the Grumbling Guard, you know, and to have them to answer any Black Orcs or so, and just kept simple Dwarf Warriors. And then have a Thunder unit. A Thunder unit would have been really good, instead of the Goblobber, for instance, and another Slayer, I think. Although the other Slayer is kind of biased, because now I know he has all of that stuff, so... I don't know. That was the idea, anyway. So it was a pretty cool fight. I have to say, it was pretty cool. Next time, hopefully I will win. No, probably won't. But I will definitely try. And I did give him a run for his money, though. Man, did I give him a fight. So, I don't have a lot to complain. But next time, if you're gonna get heroes with buffs, make sure the buffs are affecting your troops, you know? That's a pretty cool idea, isn't it? See you soon, folks.